If you're wondering why that last layer of belly fat is never going away despite all of your efforts, then this video is for you. And trust me, at this point, it's not even your lack of willpower, because you probably try different diets, try different aggressive and super restrictive approaches, and every type of workouts plan. But unfortunately, nothing seems to stick. And that inconsistency leads to stagnation. The weight is not dropping. You still don't feel fully confident when you wear your shirts. You still cannot walk topless at the pool. You're still hesitating before approaching women maybe, and that's just because of the way you look. So those extra pounds of belly fat that you're carrying on, that last layer of belly fat, is just never going away. Believe me, all the people inside my program, the BBI Protocol, had the same issue, but they've been applying precisely what you're going to learn in this video, and they've seen a massive improvement with their physique, confidence, but also overall health. So if that's you, I want you to stick till the end, because there are probably things that you're not even aware of, but once you will fix them, fat loss will become so much effortless, and you will feel it's too easy to be true. Because sometimes it's not about doing more efforts, just about pulling the right levers. And to reach your end destination, you always want to take the path with the least amount of friction. And to do so, you have to understand the tools that are given to you. I'm gonna give you an example, right? Imagine you're playing GTA and you're on a mission to rob a bank. And you have two scenarios. First one, you go rob the bank with a bike and a 9mm. Odds are very high that you will be shot as soon as you step out of the bank by the police. And you're gonna keep trying again and again. It's going to still feel very hard for you. But the other scenario is you go and rob the bank and you have all of the guns that you want, and there's a shopper waiting for you at the exit. Odds are very high in this case that you will be succeeding. Why? Because you have better tools. It's the same mission, but now you upgrade it. Now you have tools that are going to make that mission easy. And fitness is no different. Make sure that you understand the tools that are given to you. Because sometimes it's not about more effort, but it's all about proper strategy and understanding the foundation. The first one, and it's underrated by a lot of people, that's sleep. What if I told you that the reason that you might still holding that belly fat might be just because your sleep is not on point? What happens when your sleep is bad is you wake up with no energy, you can have a lot of cravings, or some days your appetite is very low, which can hurt your fat loss actually, or some days you feel you just cannot stop eating. Because once your sleep is bad, your cortisol is messed up, and now your body will enter in what we call a catabolic state, meaning that your body will do everything to preserve the fat instead of burning it. And typically what I see, there are two main reasons why your sleep is not on point. The first one is not enough sleeping time. So you have to understand that you have 4 stages of sleep. And there is one stage that is called deep sleep. That stage is very critical for recovery and also regulating your hormones. So you must be sure that your sleep is on point, because you want to get proper deep sleep. All stages are important, but that one in particular for fat loss and also your hormones regulation. So you have to make sure at all costs that you get enough deep sleep, that the quality of your sleep is important. And how you're going to do it is by ensuring that every night you're getting anywhere between 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And also you want to create a sleep routine, meaning that you go to bed and you wake up at the same time every single day. And upon waking up, I want you to get some sunlight exposure, like straight away. Don't check your phone, go out and just get some sunlight for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. What it's going to do for you is it's going to help you reset the circadian rhythm, which is responsible for regulating cortisol and melatonin. One of them helps you wake up, the other one helps you fall asleep. So it's important that that cycle is on point, and the sunlight helps a lot. And also sleep in a cold environment, and don't check your phone before going to bed. Don't check your phone upon waking up. What I do personally is 2 hours before bed, I wear my glasses that are blue light filters. So at least I'm mitigating that side effect of looking at my screen or just from any artificial lights. So if you're someone you tend to work at night, maybe it's for best interest to get something that is going to filter the blue lights. Ideally, you don't check your phone, you just relax completely before going to bed. And that's how you get proper sleep. Habit number 2 is nutrition. And this was my favorite because it's probably where a lot of people are confused. Like how much to eat, what is healthy, what is not. And I get it, on social media today, there's a lot of confusion. And it doesn't make it easy for you to understand what you should be doing. But I would say that the 2 common misconceptions are that to lose weight, you just eat less and you eat healthy, which is true at a certain extent, but it doesn't cover the big picture. It doesn't matter how clean your diet, because you can eat clean, you can eat healthy and still gain weight. If at the end of the day you just eat more calories than your body needs, or you can just plateau because you're just not aware of how much food you're putting in your body, and that might be your situation as well. And also, people thinking that you just have to cut calories, you might be harming your body as well. If your calories are too low, your protein are not on point, you are at the risk of losing muscle. Losing weight is something, but if the weight that you're losing comes from muscle, that's going to just hurt your metabolism. And it's going to make fat loss so hard down the road. And personally, the way I see fat loss is I don't think about just losing the weight, because you can lose weight in many ways. But a lot of them can be very hardcore, but that's not what you want. I want to lose weight in a way where I drop the fat, but also in a way where I can feel great all day long, because this is going to help me sustain that journey. So on a maximum fat loss, maximum energy, maximum focus, and also I want my digestion to be on point. So the best way to fix your diet for maximum fat loss and maximum energy is by, first of all, eating the right amount of protein. 1 gram per pound of body weight is a great place to start, because protein is a must. It's going to support muscle growth plus recovery. The thermal effect of protein is higher than carbs and higher than fats, meaning that the more protein you consume, the faster your metabolism will be, because a lot of that energy will be used just to digest the protein. And also, the more muscle you have, the more calories you're going to burn at rest. And what's going to help you again develop those muscles and maintain them is by eating the right amount of protein. Make sure that you're getting your protein, but not from any random sources. Whole foods is a must. At least 90% of your diet should come from whole foods. By whole foods, I mean foods that only have 1 ingredient. Things like meat, eggs, fruits, honey, rice, potatoes. No processed food, not something artificial, just whole foods. And the last one is, I want you to be aware of the amount of calories that you're putting in your body. If you eat in a way where you focus on protein and you cover it with the right amount of fats plus the carbs, down the road you won't have to do too many tracking, because you will start understanding your body. But I would say that at least if you knew with fat loss, if you knew with understanding nutrition, just track your calories for maybe a month, 2 weeks, 2 months, depend on how fast you're going to learn and how fast your body is adapting. So you can at least develop that level of awareness, because the more aware you are of the impact of certain foods on your body, the easier it's going to be for you. If you want to start tracking but you don't know how much calories you'll be eating per day, just take your body weight in pounds and multiply it by 12 or 10. This is a good place to start if your goal is fat loss. The third one is daily movement, and this might be the easiest on the list because you just have to move more. Super easy to do, right? Because there is nothing hard about walking, let's be honest. It doesn't cost you anything, it's fun. The problem with most people is they don't realize they're too sedentary because of their job, because of their lifestyle. Like they're at home, they're at work, and they're sitting all day long. And not only you don't burn that much calories sitting on a couch or sitting on a chair, but makes you feel tired at the end of the day and slow down your metabolism. So wonder why you're sitting all day at work, coming back home, and you don't feel like doing anything. And you end up just sitting, consuming TV, eating more food, and just never losing that belly fat at the end. You have to give a reason for your body to burn body fat. And of the best way to do it is just by moving your body. Because your body is like a car. The more you move, the more fuel it's going to consume. And your body can either burn fat or glucose. And it will burn fat when you're performing low intense activities, like walking, for example. While when you run, your body will just use glucose. And also running is not that efficient for fat loss because it's going to drain your energy, it's going to spike your hunger, and you're not even teaching your body to burn fat. Especially if you just getting started. Just stick with walking, man, but do more. Just walk more, move your body more. 10,000 steps should be your bare minimum per day. For every 10,000 steps that you walk, you're going to burn about 400 calories. Just significant. And it's very easy. Barely takes any effort. It can be in the morning, in the evening, during your lunch break. How many times as you want? You can play with your schedule. You can try different things and see what is best for you. But anyone can do it. I promise you guys. You just have to set it as a daily commitment, create a routine, and stick to it. Good practices that you can have is take the stairs more instead of the elevator. You're going to a restaurant or a grocery store, just park your car in a location where you know you are going to walk more after. So sometimes you just have to think beyond the box. Other activities that can be beneficial for you is biking, swimming, hiking, even a light jog, like very slow pace, can help as well. It's not going to drain your body as running will do. And just if you feel like you're watching too much TV, just replace that TV time by movements. Because days after day, weeks after weeks, it's just going to compound. And 3 months, 6 months down the road, you're gonna see a massive difference with your body. And the last one, but not least, is training. And right now for you, you either don't train consistent or you're training in the wrong way. First of all, what I see typically, a lot of people are inconsistent because they just haven't found something they can stick with. They just haven't found something they can be consistent with 100% of the time. Because a lot of people still have this mindset. It's a big, big mistake. They always want to create or find a workout plan with like 5, 6 workouts per week. Problem is, if you find yourself like always busy and you cannot go every week like 5, 6 times per week, why the fuck are you still thinking about creating plans like with that high volume of workouts? Why think about something where you can stay consistent with 50% of the time? So what's going to help you become more consistent and get more results is to find or to create a plan or get some help if you don't know where to start. To get a plan where you're going to stay consistent 100% of the time. It's not about finding the best plan on paper. It's about finding the plan that is more practical for you. Because believe me, if you have a workout plan, even if it's 30 minutes workout 3 times per week, but you know for a fact you're going to stay consistent with 100% of your time because it perfectly fits your schedule, well, that will be the right plan for you. Not the one that will say 5, 6 workouts per week, 1 hour per day, and you're not even sure that you can commit to that plan for a long period of time. So finding the right plan for you is something, but also you want to train properly. And you train by engaging your muscle, pushing them to failure. You can do it with body weight, or you can do it with some weights like dumbbells, barbells, right? Depends when you want to start, depend on your time, depend on what you have. You can start with gym, you can start at home. You can start with any type of equipment because it's not about because it's more about how you train. So gym will be the faster vehicle to reach your destination. It's not impossible to start seeing some results even if you train from home, as long as you apply the principles in place. So the first requirement for training is, first of all, find a split that is going to work for you. Even if it's 30 minutes per day, 3 times per week, that is better than nothing. At home, at gym, that's up to you. Check your schedule, be very honest on what can you put in and create the plan accordingly. And when you train, I feel like this is where a lot of you guys are missing. You want to train with intensity, meaning that doing the workout alone is not enough. You have to bring your muscle to mechanical failure. And you have to track your workouts. Because if you don't track, how are you going to know if you are progressing? So when you work out, you open your phone or you have a paper and you just log your reps, how many reps, how much weights, how much sets, and every week you just want to beat that. Do it like, with push-ups at home, for example. So let's say one you do 12, well, the next day you aim for 13, 15, and so on. If you feel like you're maxing out your reps, now you can start working on your pace, like slowing down the movement. You see, there is different way to progress, but as long as you making progress, you will get closer to your goals. So as a recap, if you want to make fat loss easy, and if you want to see consistent progress, you have first of all to fix your sleep. 7-8 hours per night with a proper sleep routine. Also, you want to move more. 10 steps a day is minimum. You want to eat right. More whole foods, more protein. Last one is training with intensity. But at first, you want to find a plan that you can stay consistent with. If you fix those 4 habits, fix your sleep, move more, you eat whole foods and enough protein, and you train with real intensity, it's only a matter of time before you start losing that belly fat. And all of those habits, all of those principles, exactly what I teach my people in my program. This is the foundation of the BBI Protocol. The same method that I use myself and inside my coaching program, where I help men strip off the body fat, rebuild discipline, and become someone they actually respect. So if you're tired of carrying on that gut, if you're tired of starting over every single Monday and feeling stuck with no real structure, and you want a clear plan, real accountability, and a proven system, then reach out. So you connect with me on Instagram. My link is in the bio. You drop me a follow, you send me a DM, you send me BBI, and I reply to you, and we'll make something happen. Thanks for watching, and I see you soon.